Armory disc golfers, welcome back to another video. It is negative 17 degrees outside, so what better time to test out the Frio. The Frio is the newest fairway driver from Lone Star Discs. It's got flight numbers of 75, -11, so I'm gonna give it a test out here today at Pascal Park in Mesquite, Texas. We're gonna play 9 holes. I'm gonna show you how it flies. I'm gonna see if you need it in your bag. Let's get into it. All right, hole 1, 329 feet. I've got a headwind and I have not thrown a disc today, so we're gonna see how those counter each other out and how this puppy flies. It is so cold. This disc is going in my bag. I like that a lot. It is way too Frio to be playing disc golf right now. Get up. So this particular Frio is in Lone Star's Bravo plastic, which is their gummier, grippier plastic. It feels incredible in the cold. It feels good when it's warm too, but man, especially right now, I like that I feel like I have a good grip on it, because oftentimes whenever it gets cold, things get dry, discs can feel kind of slick. This feels great. Hole 2, this one is 350 feet. I'm gonna try to hit it pretty flat and let it pan over to the right the entire way. I have a tailwind now. That last throw I just had a headwind, so I don't think it's gonna flip as much as it did, but it does look like this disc has some bit of turn to it. Oh, stay up. Oh man, I like that so much. It's a nice controllable turn. It's not like turning and burning. It holds all the way over. It looks good, man. We have a nice little just edge of circle look. Drop. Okay, well, the Frio isn't gonna keep me from airballing 30 footers, but I like the drive. So the reason that I'm excited about these first couple throws as much as I am is that I've been looking for that fairway driver slot that I can throw like 75% power and know that's just gonna hold on an arrow, you know, like a mid-range, but at that fairway distance. And thus far, it looks like the Frio might fit that spot. Third hole is actually hole 7 at the course. It's a 536-foot par 4, dead straight. Just get to see how the Frio flies into about a 10-mile-an-hour headwind. Yep, flipping over and holding all the way. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's a pretty good headwind. I don't know how you northerners do this. This is miserable. I want the heat back. Lone Star, make the calor. Make it quickly. All right, I just have this little chip into the basket, 200, 250-ish, somewhere in that range. I'm just gonna spike it out to the right. I like it. I like it. Go. Yeah, that'll work. Stick. Yes. Our 4th hole, we got 325 to the basket. I want something that pans right just a little bit and then hooks back in at the end. So I'm gonna try this pretty flat. I mean, there's technically still a headwind, but we're getting into the woods now, so it shouldn't have as big of an effect. Come out of it. Come out of it. I want to compare the Frio on this particular shot to the Texas Ranger. I'm going to try to hit that same angle about, because the Ranger is a 5.5, -11, so it should be the next slot down in speed with the same sort of stability in Lone Star's lineup. I mean, I think that flies pretty similar. I mean, goodness grief, that was a great throw with a Ranger, if nothing else. I'm coming out of the woods right now, and hang in there because the Frio is nice. If you want one of these, we've got them at armorydiscgolf.com on drop day, February 4th. We're also gonna have some special dyed ones to go along with it. We'll have the Seguin, which drops on the same day. That's an overstable distance driver. So come check us out and equip yourself for whatever the course may throw at you. Something else I need to point out about the Frio is that it has a shallow rim to it. And Lone Star has this going on with a lot of their discs, like the Lariat or the Harpoon, or the Copperhead even. So if you're familiar with Lone Star discs, this won't be a new feeling for you. It reminds me of the end of a turn or a disc like that, just in terms of how shallow the rim is. Maybe like the Max line from Prodigy or something like that. It's not as deep as something like a T-Bird, and particularly for forehands, it makes me feel like I'm just throwing little darts right at my target. So I like that particularly for forehands, and I typically don't like that for backhands, but honestly, it feels okay, and I'm willing to overlook it because of how this sucker's been flying. Our 5th hole here is 325, just dead straight up this wooded tunnel. I want to have it pan over right a little bit and drift back in. We're in the woods, so there is technically a bit of a swirling-ish headwind, but I don't really feel it much anymore. I expect this to be a pretty true flight of the disc. I expected it to break over a little bit, but I'm actually glad that it didn't, because that means that it has enough stability to not just flip over all over the place, even at low power. I like that. I'll throw another Texas Ranger comparison, and then I'll throw a Lariat at it as well. I mean, the Texas Ranger went into a bush there, but you can tell by the flight pattern, they fly similar. So if you have a Ranger and you want just that little bit extra fairway distance, I think the Frio is a good call. Now we've looked at the little brother of the Frio. Let's look at its big brother, the Lariat, also a 5 -1 1 disc, but this time with a speed of 9. I mean, I threw that one a little higher, but yeah, I think, and again, into a tree. But I think that could just be the logical next step up. And I like that Lone Star has this going on, because if you have that particular slot that you like with a Lariat or with a Texas Ranger, you can find something in between the two of those with a Frio. Another little edge of circle tester for me to embarrass myself on YouTube. Get up, get up, get up. No. Oh, that's fine. Some of the buzz that I've heard about this disc is that it's great for tight wooded forehand shots. So I think this is a good opportunity to test that out. Medium power on a little bit of hyzer. It seems like this disc might be a little too understable for that sort of thing, but maybe at this 300-ish foot range, it has enough stability on it to stand up and then come back gently at the end. I'm trying to go just right of this bush down here. Oh, that's pretty. Chains? Oh no, it's short. No, that's a pretty flight. Putting from a bush. My favorite thing to do whenever I'm at 32.6 feet. Yes. You were looking back up the fairway of the 7th hole that I'll be playing, because I'm not sure if my mic will reach this far, so I want to do the whole intro right here just in case. It's really tight on the left side off the tee box, so I want to throw a hyzer on a backhand that flips up and pushes straight the entire flight. 302 feet. If my mic is picking up all the way out here, drop a like on the video. Subscribe, we got more coming. Oh, it was so pretty, I just threw it right. That's so unfortunate. Let me try again. Whew. Okay, that flight was really pretty. I want you to see it flying down the fairway. Oh baby. Oh baby, stable up. Yes. Oh, that's sick. Bro, I bet that looks so cool from the catch cam. Man, I'm so happy about this shot. No, I won't count the birdie. It was my 2nd throw. So my flight numbers that I would give the Frio, I don't know, I think Lone Star got it right. 7.5 -1.1 seems good to me. I mean, if you wanted to get finicky with it and say -1.5 or something, I wouldn't be mad at you, but 7.5 -1.1 sounds right. Hole 8, 400 feet. Mama didn't raise no sissy. So I'm gonna throw this out over the creek into a tailwind and trust that this sucker is going to pan to the right. And if I miss, I'm gonna miss right, not left. Ugh. Hold, baby. Hold, baby. Dig, baby. Dig, baby. Stay. Yes. Whew. I wasn't scared for 1 second. 9th and final hole. I love the Frio. This disc is going in my bag. It flies like a mid-range with fairway driver distance. Big fan. I've backed up a little bit from the tee pad because I have such just a rocket of an arm. I want to compare the Frio to the Lariat one more time, put them out on hyzer with decent power for me on backhand, and see how they react and how they compare to one another. Man, that's the Frio. That's into a tailwind, and it's holding really straight. I like it. Next up, we got the Lariat. This one is an alpha plastic. Maybe a tick more stable, maybe just because it's a 9-speed instead. Again, I can see how they slot Ranger, Frio, Lariat very sequentially in the Lone Star order. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can catch all of our future content. If you like the Frio, you know where to get it. It's a little too Frio out here for me, so I'm gonna head to the car and I'll see y'all in the next one.